they created these really incredible pieces of art to go on these covers of these VHSs, and man, were they beautiful, and you could just stare at them all day. Hello, fellow followers, and welcome back to FanZcene. And today I have for you some more video store memories, this time of VHS cover art. Who could forget going into a video store as a kid, as a teenager, and going through all the video selections they had, and your eyes immediately being drawn to so many different cover art, from the horror movies to the sci-fi to the action to the fantasy to the comedies. There was just so many, and there was such a plethora of just beautiful artwork on these covers. And a lot of times we look with our eyes, we take in things with our eyes, we learn with our eyes, and they say you can't judge a movie or book by its cover, but a lot of times we didn't listen to that because we saw something so spectacular on these covers that we immediately were drawn to them. We went to them, we picked them up. A lot of times we didn't read the back of them or anything, so we just, this looks really good, so you rented them, and you took them home, and you had this great, fun time just watching these movies, whether they were good or bad. A lot of times they were bad, but there's also like a lizard part in your brain that's just like, that these movies that you're watching are bad and the cover art misled you and lied to you, and, but you still kind of enjoy this movie, and it's just like the moment that you were living in. And the cover arts were so amazing. You had so many great cover arts for horror movies. There's just so many great cover for horror movies, man. They were like legitimately painted artworks, and sometimes they were just scenes from the movie, or sometimes they were just provocative images, and not just for like horror movies, but for like the sex comedies in the day, and for like sci-fi movies, and just movies in general. There was just so many great cover arts, and you could spend hours and days in the video store. I know I could, just looking at these covers and deciding which one you want to get, which one you get. And then there's also, when you were a kid, your mom wouldn't let you get them because maybe there was something on that cover that or you were in the wrong section. You were in the section maybe you shouldn't have been in, seeing things, and so your mom rushed you out of there. But it was just so fun. It's just, that's why I love like VHSs and stuff, and the video art. I think that there really was an artwork to it. They had to sell these movies to you, and a lot of times, like in the mom and pop video stores, which was so cool. These movies were just shot on tape, and they were sent straight to VHS and stuff, and they couldn't compete with like the big budget movies, so they created these really incredible pieces of art to go on these covers of these VHSs, and man, were they beautiful, and you could just stare at them all day. And that's one of the reasons why I've sort of became a collector, besides the fact that I just really love movies and entertainment, is these covers, because you look at these covers and it's like, not only are you owning a piece of artwork on the cover, but you're also owning a piece of artwork with the movie itself. And it was just so amazing. And I think that's why so many of us as well too that have moved on from VHS. I know VHS is like a neat thing, and I know you can like buy the poster if you really love the artwork on the VHSs and stuff, and that's cool, and that's great to have, and that's good, and I understand it completely. But I also think that's why so many of us love like the slip covers for so many boutique Blu-rays, because it reminds us of the video store. It reminds us of these VHS cover art, and Vinegar Syndrome is really good at these VHS style slip covers for their Blu-rays and everything. And I think just, and a lot of times, with these boutique Blu-ray labels, not only do you get this slip cover and insert that goes inside of the Blu-ray that gives you the original VHS artwork, but it also gives you like a new style artwork that's done in the VHS artwork style, which is so great. And a lot of times that new artwork is not quite as good, but sometimes it's really great, and it goes right along with it. You can have the slip cover and then the original VHS artwork on the case on the Blu-ray on the inside, which is so great. But just like the magic of the VHS art cover has been lost. And it, with a lot of modern movies, another problem with them once they're released, if they ever actually get to released on Blu-ray, because studios and streaming services are making that less and less likely and more difficult for collectors and people. I tell you this, guys, all the time, buy your physical media. It's so much better than streaming. The quality is better. You get the artwork, you get the slip covers, you get the artwork on the DVD, Blu-ray cases. Support physical media. It's just all around great experience, and it's better than streaming or anything like that. And I think the streaming bubble is starting to burst as we speak. But as I was saying, these cover artworks, they're just like, were so magnificent, so great. And every time I look at like these VHSs, again, I know I don't have like the greatest, the coolest VHS cover arts. I've just only been recollecting VHSs for the past like year and a half now, and those VHS covers of those 80s horror movies and stuff like that are actually very rare and hard to come to buy, and they're very, very expensive, and because a lot of times those VHSs weren't readily available to everybody, like I talked about in the VHS Massacre review, and like they talk about in that documentary, is Blockbuster wouldn't rent a lot of those movies you would find at mom and pops, those horror, those sex comedy type things, and low budget films, because they were more of like a family oriented thing. And so like a lot of these VHSs and stuff weren't as mass produced, and so like they're harder to get, and that cover artwork is harder to get, and they cost a lot of money, and I haven't been able to do that because I it's hard. It's hard, and I want to find them, and they are hard to find out in the wild. But it's fun to get these VHSs and have the cover art and to buy the posters and to collect the Blu-rays and get the boutique Blu-ray label versions of these with the new cover artwork and the slip cover and the old cover artwork, and it just blends all together, and it just brings back my nostalgia, my love for the video store, and which I really desperately wish we had a video store again. I know there's still some open out there, and I know it may not be feasible or viable for so many other reasons, but just to have a video store back and to be able to rent and have like the cover artwork style brought back for movies, for actually, helping selling movies and maybe bringing back some joy and some actually real entertainment would be just so amazing. It would be so much fun and so entertaining, and I just would love it. And I just love these VHS cover arts, and it just takes me back. And I would go through a whole bunch that I really like, but there's just so many out there, so many I'm learning about, so many I've forgotten about, so many I wasn't allowed to see, or that I just vaguely remember, and I'm just learning about them and coming across them myself. And there is a book out there, VHS cover arts here, that you see here. It's a really great book, but the cover art in this is basically cover artwork for like the European and UK releases and stuff like that, which is cool. So a lot of time they're very similar to the US ones, but man, if I had an ability to get out to people and the people that made these cover arts, and to make like a US version of that for us, I would love that. Or if somebody could make that, that would be great to that's another way to have these VHS cover arts. If you don't want to collect the VHSs and you just really love the cover art, that would be really cool to have like a book of the US VHS cover arts that you could just go through, high quality, high res, photos of it. That would be amazing. Somebody needs to get on that. If I knew how to get on that, I would get on that, because it would just to have these covers and to learn about them, and also it would also help in aiding, like, oh, I've never seen that movie before. Oh, that cover art looks cool, and maybe the movie is crap. Once again, maybe the movie could be crap. Maybe the movie will be good, but it's like a mini video rental book that you could have, where you're like, oh, I've never seen that, and then you go search for that movie. That would be so cool. That would be so much fun, and just to see the art of the cover art come back to life, that would be amazing. So let me know what you guys think about this video and some of your favorite VHS cover art in the comment section down below. I really want to know what you guys thought about it. Like I said, I would have did like a top 5, top 10, but I just couldn't make a top 10 or top 5. But you know what you guys think about this. And if you liked it, please hit like. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe and hit that bell for notifications. Please share this video out for everybody to see. I would truly appreciate that if you did that for me, and if I earned your subscription, and if you liked the video. Thank you guys for watching. We have a great, safe, happy, healthy day, morning, afternoon, evening, and night. Godspeed.